want to start this video off asking you a question. What do you think is the number one killer of gains? Is it following a bad program, maybe not eating enough protein, or not doing enough volume? I don't think so. I'd argue it's getting injured. You can have all the momentum in the world in the gym, but once you get hurt, progress is going to stall. And depending on how bad the injury is, you may even start to go backwards. This is why knowing how and when to deload is crucial to making and keeping your gains. So in this video, I'm going to break down how to properly deload and what to look out for when a deload might be needed. And if you're new to the channel, just some super quick context. My name is Eric and I've been training for 10 years. And early into my journey, I was very overwhelmed and confused like a lot of people in the gym. I got so tired of the contradictions and endless studies from all the so-called experts that I stopped consuming all fitness content and broke everything down to the basics. On my channel, I teach simplicity. I show everyday lifters who couldn't care less about becoming a bodybuilder how to get jacked without living in the gym. So if you want lifting to complement your life and not consume it, you will resonate with my channel. I give away everything for free here, so if there's a training or nutrition question you still have, go back through my videos and I've probably answered it at some point. And if you want my direct help, access to my private community, and my step-by-step workout program, it's all going to be linked under this video. So what exactly is a deload? A deload just means giving your body a short break from hard training. It's when you either take a few days off or lift lighter and do fewer sets so your muscles, joints, and energy can recover. You're basically recharging so you can come back stronger and avoid getting hurt. And a deload might sound simple, just taking it easy for a few days, but it's one of the most important tools most lifters ignore. Because the truth is, most people don't get injured from one bad rep or one bad workout. They get injured from accumulation. It's the constant pounding on your joints, the missed sleep, the stress from work, and the bad recovery, and that all stacks up week after week. And then you have this grind hard mindset to do more, which is pushed so much in today's world, and the next thing you know, you're injured. And this is the main reason I'm against the 5 to 6 day splits. You might be able to get away with training that much at first, but as you progress, overuse injuries are almost always inevitable. So maybe training 5 to 6 days gets you jacked faster at first, but what actually keeps you jacked? This is why I promote 3, maybe 4 days a week in the gym. And this is just less overall wear and tear on your body, especially if you have other hobbies like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, climbing, biking, surfing, just whatever other hobbies you have that are active. Training less is going to allow you to enjoy more things without burning your body to the ground. But how do you actually know when you need a deload? Because that's the hardest part, is most people only realize they needed one after they get hurt. Your body will give you warning signs long before most injuries happen, and most guys just ignore them. That's the problem. If you start noticing your lifts getting worse after 2 to 3 workouts in a row, that's going to be a sign. And if the same weight starts feeling heavier than usual, that's a sign. If your elbows, your knees, or your shoulders are aching in ways they normally don't, that's a sign. Pay attention. And if you're tired all day, you're not sleeping as good, or you don't want to train, then that's the most obvious sign right there when you're unmotivated. Those things might seem small at first, but that's your body saying, hey man, we should probably chill out and take some rest. And I promise you guys, if you don't listen, that whisper from your body is going to turn into a scream, and that's when people get hurt. I've seen this over and over again throughout my lifting journey, and I'm 100% guilty of it as well. Guys push through pain because they don't want to lose their momentum or gains, and then they're forced to take months off instead of a few days. That's the difference between smart training and ego training. So let's talk about how to actually deload properly. There's no single rule that fits everyone. It depends on how beat up you are and what your training looks like, but here's a simple framework that might work for you. Number 1 is a micro deload. If it's just one bad workout, like your bench feels off or your squats feel heavier than usual, don't overthink it. Just cut the rest of that session short for that muscle group. I'd probably guess you've built up some local fatigue, and dropping your intensity and volume is probably all you need to do. So maybe you only do 2 sets instead of 3, or you do your first working set and then drop the weight on the other 2. And then after your session, make sure your recovery is 100% dialed in. And I'm meaning you're sleeping 7+ hours, you're eating enough calories that are nutrient dense, avoiding as much stress as possible, and you're hydrating. The second thing is a week reset. If it's more than one muscle group, maybe you're feeling slower, weaker, your joints ache, or you're just not recovering between sessions, that's when you scale things back for a few days. For all of your workouts in the week, cut your total sets and weight in half. If you usually do 4 sets of 8, then do 2 sets of 8 with 50% lighter weight. You can still follow your original training plan, but overall do less weight and sets. And I want you to just think of it as active recovery. You're giving your muscles, your joints, and your nervous system a break without stopping completely. And number 3 is a full deload. That's when you take a full week to recharge. You can still stay active, so go on walks, stretch, maybe some light band work or mobility work, but stay out of heavy training. You might also throw in some cold showers or ice bath and sauna sessions. And if you're sitting there thinking like, Eric, there's no way I can take a full week off, like I'm gonna lose my gains. You're not going to lose muscle in a week, guys. If anything, you're going to come back stronger because your body finally had time to properly recover. So if you're currently experiencing low motivation to train, aches and pains, and your lifts are stalling, give one of those deload examples a try. It's what works for me, and I hope it works for you. And if you're looking for a workout plan that lays out everything step by step, no matter your starting point, the workouts, the structure, the nutrition, and the progression, my full program is going to be linked below, as well as my community. I appreciate you guys watching. Talk to you all on the next one. Peace.